is Lopez. Welcome to Testing Tutorials Point. Today we are going to discussing about how to write a Excel file in information. Like one of my YouTube subscribers are asking for how to write data in Excel sheet in automation side. For that, I written a simple logic. I'm not going to in depth for that. The first one, it is basically it will use that project directory where it is stored. Means one second. This is my project, right? In this project, it will get that entire project directory. Up to here, it will get it that project directory. Once it is getting, and we need to add for which folder and which sheet we need to read. In sheet, there is a test data, and inside that login details page one is the my Excel file. Okay, and file input stream is basically to read that file. You can able to see objective of that file input stream, what files are available depending on host environment. This all it will store in the raw files. And XS, XSSF workbook basically to create that Excel workbook. Means it will read that entire for this file. Entire file it will store that entire, it will treat as a workbook. How we have test book, right? The same way it will be there. In workbook having different pages. Like one book having different pages, right? In that pages, we are going to call it as a sheet. In this sheet, which sheet we want to pick means each workbook having an n number of sheets are presented. That sheet we can able to get it means workbook that get sheet. This one it will get it for which sheet we want. We can able to parameterize this sheet name, or else we can able to hard code this value. If you want to do the parameterization means we have to create one static method or normal method to call that particular method. And we are trying this basically to write one value into that particular sheet. Means for that we need to get the count, means the last row, which is the last row it is presented, that last row for that particular sheet, and first row of that sheet. Means how many rows are presented. Means header to down we are going to write that one minus it will happen. Then it will use the count. And we are going to read that particular sheet, how many rows we have. 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, 10 rows. How many rows? The values already presented. Okay. Means already presented values. This one what will have in last row, up to last row, and up to first row. This 2 minus, it will give one value. And here what will happen, it will get that all the rows, means what all the data are presented already. Means 4 values are presented, it will take the 4 values count. Then we are going to create another row for count plus 1. Means which is the one we want to increase that value. Now if I am going to open this Excel sheet, we can able to see 4 values. So now including headers we have 5, correct? Now it will take that values here, and I will now I'm giving this one to write, because we need the columns, right, to store that values, which column we need to store that values. And if you having 10 number of different values, 10 number of we can able to store in the array, can able to pass that value, we can able to set the value. But in case if you want to parameterization, then also we can able to go on array, we need to pass into the method. That method value we need to pass wherever we are calling that value. Like that we can able to assume it. And here I'm looping for loop for in j equal to 0, j is greater than I get last column cell value. Means it will get that all the cell values, last value. And excessive cell value plus new row, which is a new row created, right? Which position it is there? That position value plus create cell. It need to be create cell for that. And that is a j, which is the last cell value. And cell dot set value, which is the last position it is created. The cell, that particular position, it will go on store, which is the values we are providing. This two. In case if you have 10 values, it will store in that particular cells. Then our input stream value is closed. Okay, up to here, what will happen if you are not calling file output stream, it will not store what are the values you already stored. Just it will randomly to store, but it is not physically. If you want to do physically storing, you have to write file output stream, and which is the file place you want to store. Means our file is this one, means stream, right? Login details.xlf file. This file you want to store, correct? And the same file we done up to creating one cell, and we are storing the value, but we are not saved any value. If you are not calling this one, it will what will happen? It will not save any value. Just closed, and you will not see any value modification. Once you done the file output stream, here what will happen? You will put that write. This is the option. It will save overwriting that values. See, this element neither has attached source nor attached Java doc, and hence Java doc could be formed. Means IO exception. In case if you are not finding, it will do that IO exception itself. Once we done write operation, it will save what all the data you save. I'm not saving any value. Okay, just I'm running up to right. It will run up to here. It will store it. 4 columns are presented. Correct? I printed that right. That's why it is given that value. See, it is not saved any value. Now I'm closing. Now I'm doing this one. Again, I will run. Then I will say different locates. Right? We can able to store sheet 2 also, sheet 3 also. N number of sheets. What are the sheet you want to store the value, we can able to store like that value. If you are not calling this one in the right operation, you will not save any data into Excel file. If you call only for set value, it will up to set it will goes, but it will not store the value which you are trying to set the value. It's a temporary value. Temporary value will store and it will keep it. Okay, that's all about this video. If you like this video, please like my video, please subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.